We're joined by Michigan sophomore Lauren Putz. She has 9 home runs through 10 games. That's tied for the most in the nation. Lauren, what's clicking for you so far this season at the plate?
Yeah, I'm just trying to keep it simple, not think too much in the box, just see ball, hit ball, and it's honestly been doing pretty well for me. So I'm just trying to keep that neutral mindset, not trying to get too low, not trying to get too high. So
This is kind of carrying on how you played last year in the NCAA tournament, 5 for 8 at the plate. Obviously, didn't go the way you guys wanted, but did you feel like you were peaking towards the end of the year?
yeah, I think so. I think as a team, we were all coming together, great connections, playing together as a team, playing for Michigan across our chest. So I think that's definitely carried over, especially this season. We're all very close, we're all playing for each other, and we have that winning mindset. So definitely in this preseason, trying to go out for every single game and compete for each other.
You guys were the 8 seed last year in the Big Ten tournament and made a run all the way, claiming the title. That was a surprise to some people around the country, but was it a surprise to you? Did you guys know that you had that potential?
Yeah, we all knew throughout the season we had that potential. Obviously, we had some games that we lost throughout the season, but we definitely tried to come together as a team and just play for each other, not trying to think about the stats or the wins or losses or whatever, and just trying to go out and play for each other, play for Michigan, and just support each other throughout the entire tournament. And it definitely went in our favor for sure.
Played for Michigan. Both of your parents played at Michigan. How early on did you know you wanted to be a Wolverine?
I'd say I knew pretty early on when I was growing up. Obviously, it's all you really know growing up when both your parents went to the same school. So obviously cheering for Michigan my entire life. And then coming on my official visit, I knew I wanted to come here. It felt like home. Loved the coaching staff and the team aspect. So definitely kind of clicked when I was a little bit younger, but it definitely clicked my junior year of high school. So
Your coaching staff was your family for most of your life. What was it like
yes.
playing for your mom growing up?
Yeah, she was definitely the hardest on me for sure, which definitely I feel like has helped me throughout my high school and college career so far. Definitely hit the hardest balls towards me and obviously was hard on me. Always like, you could do better, you could do better. And that's definitely something that keeps ingrained in my mind whenever I play. So if I have a bad at bat, it's like, oh, be better, be better. And I heard my mom in the stands this weekend. If I had a bad at bat the prior at bat, she's always like, be better, screaming from the stands. So definitely has helped me to where I am today.
He's one of the best players in Michigan softball history. But I wouldn't say, from what I've read, you guys have a very similar style. Is that correct?
Yeah, a little bit different. She was definitely a slapper, a little bit more speedy. I hit for a little bit more power, so I feel like we complement each other pretty well, but definitely very different hitters.
She also said in a piece done by Michigan that she was a little bit more fiery than you, but I saw that home run during the Texas game. You were pretty fired.
Yeah, I was pretty fired in that game, but she is very fiery, has that very stern voice about her, very loud in the dugout on the field. I'm definitely a little bit more composed and a little bit more calm on the field, but I have my fiery moments for sure, and the Texas game was one of them, so.
And similarly, your dad had a phenomenal career at Michigan and then went on to a career in the big leagues. What was
Mhm.
it like for you growing up around big league locker rooms and big league baseball?
Yeah, I grew up watching my dad pitch, going to the kids' room with my siblings and watching him on the big TV. So I definitely grew up idolizing him as somebody who I wanted to follow in footsteps. So I feel like I'm following in his footsteps a little bit differently, obviously with softball, but definitely one of my idols growing up. And so it was definitely cool watching my dad play in games over the weekend, over the week. Obviously, didn't see him a lot growing up because he was always traveling, but yeah, it was definitely a really cool experience for my family and just watching him playing games, and then still work for the Diamondbacks today. So I still have that connection with the team and with him throughout all of his coworkers and stuff like that. So
Do you have one team that you root for? It's got to be the Diamondbacks, right?
yeah, it is the Diamondbacks. Yeah, you can't not root for your hometown team. So
Speaking of, you guys will be playing in Tempe this upcoming weekend. I'm sure you're fired up
yes.
about that. Friends and family going to be attendance?
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I've gotten some texts. My grandparents are driving in, aunts and uncles driving in. My high school coaches have texted me, old high school teammates who are graduated living in Arizona now. So I'm really excited to be in front of like a home crowd for once. So really pumped about it. Just counting down the days till we leave for Phoenix. So
With that being said, you said that you heard your mom in the stands last weekend. I'm sure they get to Ann Arbor a good bit. How often do they make it up there to watch you at home in Michigan?
yeah, so last year my dad made it to almost every home game. My mom not so much because we have two younger siblings at home that she was worrying about. But yeah, he made it out for a decent amount. Made it out last weekend. Obviously, they'll be there this weekend. My dad tends to travel a bit more than my mom does, bouncing back and forth between me and my twin sister actually, who's playing beach volleyball at Lindenwood. So they have to make it a little decent schedule between us two and then the two at home as well.
If he goes out there right now on the mound, can you take him yard?
I maybe we'll see. I mean, we could probably do that at some point whenever I'm done or if he ever wants to. But I mean, especially over Christmas break, like I'm throwing with my dad and I'm like, oh, like throw your pitch, throw your pitch. He obviously goes a little bit easy on me, but I don't know. I'd like to I'll give him a little bit of grace and say I can't hit off of him. Definitely very different pitching. So
I think you're entering your prime. He's a little bit past his prime, you could say.
yeah, I'd say he's a little past his prime. Don't tell him that though.
This start has been great for you guys. What has it been team wise that's clicked?
Yeah, I'd say we're just trying to have fun and just not trying to worry so much about what on the outside is happening and just focusing on us on the field, really worrying about how we're contributing as a team. So whether it's cheering in the dugout, being a pinch runner, being a pitch hitter, coming in as a closing pitcher, starting pitcher, whatever it may be, just trying to focus on contributing for Michigan and not so much of the role you're given. So just trying to all come together and play for each other and for Michigan.
Are you a goal setter? Have you set any personal goals or team goals for the season?
I have not set many personal goals yet. Team goals, obviously, to win the Big Ten championship again and get further than regionals this year. And just trying to play with the team as we played last year, just closeness and just being there for each other. Personal goals, I could say, just trying to obviously be better than I was last year and just trying to and mentally, I'm trying to work on like my mental state and just trying to stay neutral through all of it, not trying to get too low after a bad at bat or a bad play. So I'd say that would be my personal goal, and then team goal is just trying to get as far as we can in the tournament.
Would you say at all that any of your mom's benchmarks are out there for you? Something that you keep an eye on and try and say, man, it'd be really cool if I could get that done.
I mean, I don't really know what a bunch of her like accomplishments and benchmarks were when she was playing. I do try and like be a little bit like my mom and just try to make her proud through obviously wearing the block M. But yeah, I mean, just trying to make her proud every day and make myself proud and my dad proud. So definitely just trying to do that every day.
Last one would be just what does it mean to you to represent the Block M and be a student athlete at Michigan?
Yeah, the block M is definitely something that's very special to me and everybody who attends Michigan. It's just, we have a big culture here, just trying to focus on each other and those who came before us. The alumni status is great here. And it definitely means a lot being able to wear Michigan across our chest. And Hutch even said it a couple years ago that only 25 people get to wear the Michigan across our chest on the softball team. So just making sure we wear it proudly and making sure that we support each other through it and just playing for Michigan. I mean, it's definitely a proud moment for everyone who gets to play for Michigan, especially for me with the legacy I have that I'm bringing on from my parents.
I lied. I have a couple rapid fire if that's
Yeah.
okay. First and foremost, what is your favorite place on Michigan's campus?
Ooh, that's a good question. I have to say either the big house or I love being at the softball facility, whether it's in the locker room, in our indoor facility. I just love being around like the sport facilities is my kind of favorite place on campus, I'd say.
You have a favorite Michigan memory from growing up?
I would say coming to a Michigan game and being able to get a picture on the field with my family would be one of my favorite Michigan memories before I attended here.
Your favorite Big Ten away stadium you got to play in last year?
Mhm. I'd say Oregon or Purdue.
If you played any other college sport, what would it be?
Volleyball.
Last one would be your go-to post-game meal.
Mm, I love a good pasta and chicken, pasta meatballs, anything with like a decent amount of carbs. You could even say pizza sometimes. But yeah, I'd say like any type of pasta dish would be one of my favorites.
Pasta's on the menu here tonight, so I'm excited. Lauren, great meeting you. Congrats on your success and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much. Nice to meet you too.